YouTube, Kurt Curtis here. I'm in the middle of listing today, and I don't know. I just had a lot to talk about, a lot in my mind, so I decided to turn the camera on right now. But yeah, I'm going through this box of vintage books here, and what I'm doing, I paid $20 for this whole box. I already listed some of these yesterday, but I'm going through the rest of it today. So basically, I'm just picking out the authors. Like this whole stack of books is all P.D. James books. And then I actually go to look these up because most people, I think, would just automatically put the books in a lot. But that's not always the case. Some of them you can sell by themselves more than just throwing them in a lot. So with this one, it all ended up being just common books. So I'm going to lot that up. But that's going to be a nice book lot right there. And then with this author here, these books really weren't worth it. And what I mean by not worth it, I mean there's people on eBay selling these things for like $4 to $9 free shipping. So like I don't really want to do that. That's what I mean by, not worth selling them individually. But if the book sells for $10 or more, or if there's no active listings for like less than 10 bucks, then you can sell some of these books individually. So this pile here is actually from the same author, but these ones I'm going to list individually. And depending on the book, should at least get $10, if not more, for the single book, rather than lotting them up and selling them for like a couple dollars a book per the lot. But yeah, that's what I've been working on here right now. So now I got like this author. So I'm about to look into these to see if these are like lot worthy or if I could sell some of them individually. So I should be able to finish this box up pretty quick. It was nice that a lot of these books had similar authors in it. Yeah, like I said, I listed a lot of these yesterday. These are really cool. That was a cool find. I also already photographed just kind of junk Pokemon toy just to get it out of the way. A couple iPods that I tested out, and some trading cards just to kind of fill in the listings. This thing actually works pretty good. It works fine. It's in great condition. It plays and everything. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm be able to get like around $50 for that. This one powers on, but the wheel and everything, all the buttons don't work properly and all that. So I'm gonna have to sell this one for parts, but it's not a big deal. I'm thinking I can at least get like $15 to $20 for this, even though it's like not working properly. But we will see. I'll have to look into it more when I actually go list it. But yeah, I wanted to talk about death piles and like how this all works and how some people have their priorities backwards, including myself. Sometimes I'm not trying to hate on anyone, because I'm at fault as well. But like I work out of a spare bedroom here, guys. Like here's my room. I got shelves. Any unlisted inventory goes right here on the floor. I don't really have anywhere else to put it. I don't have a garage. I don't have a storage unit. I don't have a basement. I don't have a big room. Like my eBay stuff has to stay in this room. Don't want it to just fill the whole house and then you just become like a hoarder. But so yeah, here's my problem. This actually isn't as bad as it seems, because like this box here is just like top loaders that probably could go somewhere else. And like this box here is just some cards and stuff, which probably can be condensed. And yeah, if I organize this, it wouldn't look as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Like, look, I need to get into this closet because I have inventory in here, like cards and stuff. And it's basically, this case is like up to the edge. And there was one point where this was all full and I had to move stuff just to walk through. And if you come around here, like this is supposed to be a whole clear aisle I can just walk through, and it's not. There's stuff. And it is Wednesday today. So Monday I listed, I think, around 20 items. Yesterday I listed, actually I think only like 10 to 15 yesterday. But I've been working on the items. I had stuff all here. So I literally couldn't walk down this aisle. I would have to like tiptoe and like climb over stuff just to like say I sold a t-shirt down there and I had to pick it up. I had to do that. Or if I sold a DVD over there, it would be like this whole process just to go get it. And that's really bad. So I've been working on the stuff that was all piled here, and I've been getting through it. So I'm going to clear this up, for, definitely by the end of the week. But it just comes to a point where you're only one person. You can only list so many things in a day, but you just keep buying. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to sales this weekend. It's garage sale season. You want to take advantage of that. But at a certain point, like, is your time better spent listing or just buying more stuff? Like, you're just spending more money instead of listing and making more money. Now, it's good to have a death pile because you never know what can happen. Like when COVID happened and everything shut down, people that had death piles had no problem if you didn't have much. Something like that can happen. You always want to have stuff to list, which is why, this is not that bad. But I've seen people online, man, they have like just mountains of stuff, and they keep buying more stuff. And at what point do you stop? I have to ask that myself as well. Sorry. So it is garage sale season. I'm going to be going to sales. I'm going to have to organize this, and I'm going to have to prioritize my listings, maybe list the bigger stuff right away to get it out of the way so I can walk. But as far as garage sales and stuff like that, like the big sales, the community sales, the rummage sales, the sales you can't pass up regardless, I'm going to be going to those. But as far as individual garage sales, if it's not close to where I live, I'm not going. I'm not going to spend the whole day, like a Thursday or Friday, like driving 40 miles, 50 miles round trip all over the town, all over the county to pick stuff up when I have all this. Now, if the garage sale is close, it's like a 5-10 minute drive, and it only takes me, you know, maybe 30 minutes, an hour of my day to go to the couple sales that are close. I'll do that, see what I can find. You know, I can find some cool stuff, but I'm not going to be spending like the 6-hour sourcing day driving all over the place when like I don't have to. Like, look at all this. I have so much stuff. This box is full of stuff. Yeah, this I bought a ton of DVDs a while back. I listed all the sealed ones. Well, actually, not even all of them. There's still some down there, but I listed most of the sealed ones. All these are pre-owned ones. I have to go through those. I haven't gone through that. Those have been sitting there for like a while. That's a whole project on itself. I don't mind doing that. I like dealing with DVDs, but like that's a thing. There's still NES games I need to test. There is, yeah, you can't really see it down here. This is the box of Dragon Ball Z cards I picked up a while back from someone off of OfferUp. And that's a whole project by itself. I haven't even got to that. I had that video out months ago, so long ago, and still, it's just sitting there waiting to be done. I'm not prioritizing that because it takes up very little space. So if I worked on that, then like all this still sits here. But yeah, you gotta, I don't know, I guess the question is how to balance sourcing and listing. Because if you're just buying stuff and it's just piling up, kind of like this, even though I know this isn't too bad compared to what I've seen, you're kind of just like a hoarder then. You're not really like selling. You're buying more than you're selling. You're probably not even making much because you spent so much on stuff that's just sitting there. All this stuff I spent money on, and it's just sitting here. It's not making me my money back. Now, I get stuff for super cheap most of the time, so it's not that big a deal. But still, it can't be sold if it's just sitting here. And yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to try to, I wouldn't say cut down my sourcing, but I'm just going to only be going to like convenient stuff. But I've done that in the past too, and I still find a bunch of stuff. All it takes is one sale. You can fill up your whole car full of stuff. So I don't know. Not really sure what I'm trying to say here, but it's consistent listing is very important. I'm finding that out. And when you're only one person, can only list so many things a day. Even if you're listing every day, and even if your pile's like this, you still might not be able to get through it, might not be able to keep up. I thought that if I'd be listing every day when I'm just selling on eBay, like before I quit my job to do this, I thought that I would be, you know, going through this stuff like no problem. Like, oh, I'm going to be listing every day. I won't even have a death pile. This stuff will all be listed. It's just not the case. You know, it takes time, like sorting through this stuff, figuring it out, testing iPods, looking up how much you're going to list your item for, and all that kind of thing. Like the NES games, those need to be tested. They'll probably need to be cleaned. I got some clothing items there. They need to be measured. You know, stuff like that. Some stuff like these stickers, are these even worth listing? I have to look it up, see if I should sell them as a lot, sell them by themselves, put them in the donate pile if they're not worth anything, you know? Lots of pre-owned stuff, like, for instance, the DVDs. I'm going to go through those, look at all the discs that are crispy clean. Then I got to look them up to see if they're worth selling. And then if they are, I can list those. Then the ones that are scratched, got to put them in a separate pile. Look them up. Are they worth getting? Are they worth selling? Because I'm going to have to pay to get them resurfaced. Even though it's not expensive, it's still a thing. So just going through this is a whole process in itself. But yeah, it's definitely worth it though. But yeah, I guess that's going to be all for this video. I guess the whole point of it is that it's very important to try to keep up with this stuff, and I'm having problems doing it. But I'm gonna try to get better at it, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm probably gonna be sourcing still a bunch of stuff. Garage sale season hasn't even started, but I'm gonna be limiting how far I travel to these, because I can go to some sales that are close by, pick up some stuff, come back home. I still have a good portion of the day to list, rather than sacrifice an entire Friday to drive all over the place to pick up stuff when I have stuff, a ton of stuff. Finding inventory, at least from my experience, is the easiest part of selling on eBay. There's so much stuff out there. It's just, like I said, you go to one sale, you could fill your entire car if you're lucky. But it's the easy part, and people say it's the fun part. And don't get me wrong, I do like going to garage sales and stuff. But the longer I've been doing it, it's not as fun as it used to be. It's still fun though, but like the honeymoon phase has long been over. I've been garage selling several seasons now, and it's just, I don't know. Listing seems more important. Getting stuff up, getting stuff sold, getting money in, rather than spending money. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. I'm probably gonna have, after saying all this, I'm probably gonna have some garage sale hauls coming up later this week. And as always, on Saturday, I'm gonna have my What Sold video. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time.